MARTEZ here. It's Monday, May 20th, 2013. Welcome to COEDS, and this is my crew. I have with me Shanna, Angela, and
Hello.
Brian, and we have special guests with us, Dorian.
Yay.
Dorian. Welcome, Dorian, to COEDS.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. So first off, just tell the people a little bit about yourself. Like, why are you here? Besides the fact that we asked you.
Yeah, okay, well that was the only reason why.
Okay. Okay. But tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Who are you?
Well, my name is Dorian Wilson. It's a really interesting question about what I do, because I do tons of things, but I'll just stick to my primary thing, which is I teach theater and I'm into clothes. Right. So I guess that covers everything.
Yeah, and you've done costuming for some major artists.
Don't be so modest.
Right.
That's right, honey. Tell us
Like,
about it.
Tell us.
I've done some work with just about every major artist that's out now except for Rihanna, and she'll be coming around next fall. So
right.
I may or may not get a chance to be around for her. But
yeah. So you've done Madonna, Lady Gaga,
Beyonce,
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Just a
little
She's
celebrity.
fabulous, honey.
She is, honey.
All right. So if this is your first time tuning in to COEDS, what we do is we talk about entertainment news and give our opinions in a very funny way. So on today's show, we're going to talk about Chris Brown collaborating with Aaliyah. Yeah. And Aaliyah has
Is
passed.
Aaliyah dead?
Yes, she is. Also, Pat Robertson from the 700 Club gives a woman advice about her cheating husband, which is really interesting.
Amen.
Also, actress Zoe Saldana says she wouldn't mind dating women.
You better stop.
Yes, we'll talk about that.
Let
But
us talk
some
about
big
that.
news that took place on Friday. Beyonce, baby number 2. Beyonce is pregnant.
That's all right, B.
Yeah, and she's on tour, you know, the Mrs. Carter tour, and she suffered a little dehydration and exhaustion, and it came out that she's pregnant. So, how do we feel about Beyonce being pregnant? Do we care?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I think that's beautiful.
I do too.
And so now that surrogate can have another job to carry.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, well, that ain't none of our business.
right.
I'm just going to say, that ain't none of our business.
I'm just happy that she just won't have somebody.
So you think Beyonce really had the baby the first time?
I don't even care.
Okay.
That's what it boils down to. I mean, this woman literally is living her life. She is 31 years old. She's making more money than any of us are making now, and possibly
will ever make.
And she's doing what's good for her. Whether
Whatever.
she has a surrogate, whether she is popping them out herself, whatever the situation
Pop them out
is.
yourself. That's wrong
You
when
know,
they do that.
I commend her for living her life the way she wants to.
Right.
You know, I don't have.
No, I agree with that, honey. You live your life because you ain't have but one. All of us, we have one life. You got to live that life to the best of your ability.
And if you can afford to get a surrogate.
I say have your own baby. Feel that baby growing on the inside of you is a miracle.
And maybe she'll do it for this baby.
I think that this is her second pregnancy, and I am happy for her. And I am also happy that Dorian is here today.
Yes, because she's agreeing with the Beyonce comment.
She's agreeing with common sense.
Today. Oh.
Let us keep going.
Do you have a surrogate, DeMarTez?
So let's talk about what's here on the table.
Let us talk about this.
These are Burger King's BK sandwiches. Now, Burger King on tomorrow, which is Tuesday, they will nationally release the BK sandwich. It's supposed to combat the McRib from McDonald's. So here on COEDS, we picked up some since they're here in our market, and we're going to try them. So everyone's grabbing the fries.
Everybody's not grabbing the fries. I'm not eating it.
Yeah, Dorian's not going to eat it, but we're going to try because we want to tell the viewers what do we think. So here we go. Angela, get a piece. Shanna,
you get a about the aftermath too.
We just eat the burgers. Eat the burger, animal.
If you're gonna tell them about how it tastes, you need to tell them about everything.
Okay.
It's very good.
It's very good. Is it better than because I love McRib, honey.
Now,
It's pretty
McRibs
good.
have over 70 ingredients in it. You think that's any different?
Huh?
Over 70 ingredients.
What
in
has
actual-
over 70?
The
This
McRib.
This is pretty good.
Really? John, this is pretty good.
So Shanna, what do you think? Good thumbs up for Burger King, Angela?
Y'all
Thumbs
did
up?
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Their sauce is very tangy.
Yeah, tangy sauce. So there you have it. Now, this is May.
Good.
It is hamburger. It's National Hamburger Month. Also,
That's not a hamburger.
I know, but this is the BK.
Boy, though.
It's
That's
also
pig heart and tripe.
Also-
Scalded stomach.
It's
Some salt
also.
and water that they mash up to make the pretty McRib patty.
Okay.
It's
Thank you,
delicious.
Gloria. Also, it's a masturbation month.
It's not healthy.
What?
May is National Masturbation Month.
So what, everybody does it in the month of May?
Supposedly. But you can have your BK sandwich and then
You
masturbate.
probably
I
should
saw,
learn on this
I saw an ad for masturbation month. It says spring has come, and so should you.
Yes.
No,
I love it.
Yes. Yes. Oh, so you agree with masturbation?
Yes, who doesn't agree with masturbation month?
Okay.
I would like to have somebody real, honey, to masturbate for me.
But just
Masturbate
in
me.
case you find
Can you do that?
yourself in a situation where there is nobody, you got to get the job done yourself.
Right.
Yes, don't go
Ain't
out there
nothing
and
wrong
find
with it.
a bunch of
little
other people.
self-gratification.
Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. Some years ago, choreographer Wade Robertson, remember him? He said that Michael Jackson did not sexually molest him. Now, you know,
Right.
Wade has done choreography for Britney Spears, NSYNC. He had his own show. He went on the Today Show last week and said that Michael Jackson did molest him for 7 years. Okay, so he's taking what he said before, he's taking that back. Now Michael Jackson's nephew, Tahaj Jackson, is saying that he too was molested as a boy,
By
but not
Michael?
by Michael, by a family member on his mother's side. Now that's Tito's son, okay? And he's calling Wade a liar. He said that Michael personally consoled him after he told his mother, Dee Dee, about the incident. So what do we think about this? Is Wade just trying to get money? I mean, first you say Michael Jackson did not molest you. Now you're saying Michael Jackson did. And Wade is 30.
Let's talk about this.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Initially, you said that he choreographed for NSYNC, which is no more. Who else?
Britney Spears.
Which is no more.
Britney's still relevant.
Britney uses a different choreographer.
Well, what I will say
He's no
is,
more. And I think that he's using this to, I mean, he may need to pay some bills.
I think it's
and
sad.
that brings me to the point that I was about to make. My heart goes out to anyone who suffered from, such traumatic situations. But what is the objective in coming out about it? You know, the man
For
is
someone
saying
who's dead.
you can't take him to trial. You can't sue him. There's nothing that you can really accomplish. So
I
my
think that
question is, what is
he
the
probably
objective?
could accomplish something by suing the estate, but
Michael isn't alive to prove whether he did.
right,
or not.
and that's why he's coming against him.
Well, even if he were alive, and you still dealing with a situation that's monetary.
Yep.
Because I'm sure, so he it's just as well alive as dead.
Right. And the thing about this is, that is why he's doing it, because he's dead.
Well, I just feel bad
You
because,
can't-
I
you
mean,
can't.
for me, it makes me, it gives me pause to believe if whether or not his story is true. Because he starts off saying, oh, yeah, he molested me. And then the man dies and he recants his story. And then he says, well, I made all that up. It really didn't happen. Why would you say he didn't do it after he was deceased? But now, years later, you decide to come back and say, he really did do it.
What he's saying is, he did do it now after he died. He was saying that he did it when he was alive.
Yeah, when he was alive, he said Michael did not molest
But
me.
when Michael died, he's
okay.
saying that he did molest
Maybe
him.
Wade just needs to dance on out.
He needs to
Sashay
calm
away. So Chris Brown collaborating with Aaliyah. Chris Brown has a new album coming out in July, and it's entitled X. Recently, Brown talked about the album and a very interesting collaboration with Aaliyah. Now, Chris Brown is saying this album is inspired by Stevie Wonder, Sam Cooke, and Aretha Franklin. So do we think Chris Brown is trying to change his image? Because he's
I
kind of
hope
bad
so.
boy.
I hope so.
Chris
Okay,
Brown.
I can say, I've worked with him.
Yeah,
He's one of the
you
people that I've worked with as well. And as far as this goes, he's like any other artist making music. They don't go into these situations thinking, I need to change my image, I need to fix this up. His people think of that stuff for him. His PR
Right.
team and all those people, they worry about that part of it. He makes music. He makes music, he makes appearances, he does concerts, he sings.
He's
So
amazing.
for him, I'm sure it's just an issue of wanting to be an artist and collaborate and do something meaningful, just like any other artist would want
Right.
to do.
Right.
Well, I think the artists that he's chosen those are meaningful artists. I mean, Sam Cooke, Aretha Franklin. I mean, those people made awesome music.
That are inspiring him.
That are
That's what
inspiring
he's saying.
him.
But
So
he's
it's-
making, this is a collaboration with Aaliyah.
Right.
I love Chris Brown and I love Aaliyah.
Yeah.
But just today, just talking about Wade, Leave the dead people alone.
People still making songs with Tupac.
I want that to be over too. Like I want them to rest. I feel like if we're releasing things that have been unreleased, that's fine. But don't go and add yourself to some Aaliyah music. I just feel like it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like Chris Brown tried to kill Rihanna and now he's trying to revive Aaliyah.
But then how do you get generations that are, now the children now, people, teenagers now to know about music they never would hear of?
I will repeat. I'm going to repeat what I said. I said that I think that they could release music that hasn't been released by the deceased, but I think it's disrespectful to add yourself to their music. What if
Natalie Cole did it with her father?
What if Aaliyah didn't and she got sued for it? What if Aaliyah didn't want to do a collaboration with them?
We're going to switch gears here. But speaking of Natalie Cole, Natalie Cole is pretty upset. She's really mad right now. So first we want to say congrats to Candice for winning American Idol.
Congratulations, Candice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
But Cree, you ain't short, honey.
And it was the big finale show on American Idol, and everyone was there. Aretha and Jennifer Hudson.
Right.
Well, Candice performed "Inseparable" by Natalie Cole from 1975 with Jennifer Hudson. Now, reported by MARTEZ, Natalie Cole is upset, and she took to Facebook to voice her opinion. She says that she is seriously offended and she is upset with American Idol. She made Inseparable, not Jennifer Hudson. So what do we think about
that? I could have at least went on Twitter.
Well, she did too.
I could understand. I could understand the woman's, she's. I don't think it's really so much that she's upset. People like to say, "I'm upset about it." I think more than anything, she's probably hurt.
The same way that Etta James felt when Beyonce was asked to sing. I think it's all petty, but
Natalie Cole,
I understand.
She feels played because how many people sing? What's the song? Inseparable.
Right. It's a beautiful.
Everybody.
Did she write Inseparable, or was that her father's song?
I think that was
Was that her father's song?
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I know she didn't write it.
No matter who wrote it.
She's the artist.
She just wanted to be
song.
on American Idol performing.
Was she the first person?
I think she made her father's
She was the first
song.
person to perform it.
Are you sure?
Inseparable.
I think Nat King Cole made
I would challenge that.
No, they made
Unforgettable is the one. Okay,
Unforgettable.
But then if it's Unforgettable, I don't think she's the first person.
Inseparable is her song.
Okay, so they sung Inseparable or Unforgettable?
Unforgettable. They sung Unforgettable.
Oh, because you said Inseparable.
That's not even her song.
Inseparable is her song. That's why she's mad.
Right.
So she's saying they should.
Inseparable.
Yeah, and Natalie Cole feels,
Okay, well, they sang
Natalie
Inseparable,
Cole
I
feels
understand.
that American Idol should have contacted her and she should have sung with Jennifer.
I understand.
With Candice.
I understand that. I think she feels like she has, she
Or
has
they
really
could just-
made an impact on R&B music as we know it as today.
And that's wonderful.
It is.
Or they could just get somebody who was on American Idol like they.
But Brian, the point that she's making is you took someone who, this is not their music, it's not their song, they didn't make this song fabulous, they didn't make it popular, I did. And I'm still here and I have the capabilities to sing my song. It's just like if you do something phenomenal, you want to be acknowledged that you did it phenomenally. No matter if from 20 years from now, if you can still do it, you want them to acknowledge that Brian Jordan did
That's
it.
right. But do you feel like she hasn't been acknowledged?
Well, she feels played because
that's what it is, and I think that's.
Well, when every other iconic artist comes on American Idol, or they're recognized, like when Beyonce came, she did her own music.
Right.
They didn't want Natalie Cole on at all. Somebody else sang a Beyonce song.
They should have chosen a different song.
Right.
Yeah.
And she sang with.
But then I don't get Jennifer Hudson to come and sing a Beyonce song with one of their.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, when Fantasia came on last year, she sang a different person's song with somebody else. What's the big deal?
Okay. What's the big deal? Well, Pat Robertson gives woman with cheating husband some interesting advice. Now, Pat Robertson is the host of the 700 Club, and he's voiced many opinions about politics and homosexuality. Well, on Wednesday's episode, Robertson responded to a question from a viewer.
Yes.
The lady said, "I've been trying to forgive my husband for cheating on me. We have gone to counseling, but I just can't seem to forgive, nor can I trust. How do you let go of the anger? How do you trust again?" So,
Christian advice I know he gave.
Right.
Talk about
Pat
it.
Robertson said, stop talking the cheating. He cheated on you. Well, he's a man. Does he provide a home for you? Does he provide food for you to eat? Does he provide clothes for you to wear? Is he nice to you? Is he handsome? He also goes on to say, recognize, like it or not, males have tendency to wander a little bit.
Oh,
What do you want him to do?
oh God.
He also goes on to say,
Oh, God.
make your home wonderful. Make your man want to stay there. And
Oh,
that's the
God.
advice.
Yeah, he was high.
Okay,
That's
so
the-
it's 2013, and in this generation's woman they have careers, they have educations, they're bringing in the same amount of income, if not more, than today's men. So what do you tell that woman that has an education, that has a sufficient amount of income to be able to take care of herself, that technically does not have to put up with a man just because he's paying bills and he's taking care of her? She has the option to leave, and I mean those reasons are not sufficient enough for her to stay. What do you tell that woman? It's not 1955 anymore.
I could care less
When women
about-
just stay in a marriage just because she has a man and she just needs to be
Girl.
happy that he's paying the bills, and women tell other women, well, you better learn to look the other way. What do you tell today's woman? Because that advice would have been cool in 1955, but
No,
not
it
today.
wouldn't. Not from a
Here's the
Christian
thing.
man.
I was just about to say, here's the thing. She called into a Christian show, the 700 Club, to
Mhm.
ask for advice from someone who is Christian,
Right.
who subscribes and teaches the congregation those principles.
Right.
She got exactly what she asked for.
That's right.
It's obvious she subscribes to that because that was her source of advice. I'm coming to you, Pastor, whoever, so-and-so, to tell me, give me advice about my man cheating from your perspective. So, what she got is what she subscribes to and what she asked for.
No, man.
And I
look at
understand
the
where you're coming
story.
from. That's his perspective, but
But
that's
it
not
is
the
the Christian perspective. That's
in
what
the
I was
Ten
going to
Commandments,
say.
there is a commandment that clearly states, "Thou shalt not
Commit
commit adultery." It's
adultery.
right between "Thou shalt not kill" and "Thou shalt not steal." It's right up in there.
But then how do you couple that with the whole submissive idea?
You can be submissive,
You can be submissive,
but submissive
But a
does
husband is
not
supposed
mean
to take care of his wife just like Christ took care of the church.
Okay,
Right.
and that's what he said. He mentioned that.
Let me say
if
this.
he's providing for you, if he's
But
Let me
the
say this,
Bible,
though.
the Bible also tells you to be the husband
fidelity.
of one wife.
Okay.
So the advice
He's
that
still her
he gave to
husband.
her,
He didn't
yes,
marry the other woman.
He did not marry the other woman. But
Okay.
when you are no longer being in a relationship and it is just you and that other person, you have now committed adultery.
Right.
That gives
That's
me
been
ground.
acknowledged.
But let's talk about this though. I think that what Dorian is trying to convey is you guys are going to the Bible, and that's nice because that's what you're supposed to be doing. But what really happens with all the preachers in the Christian churches, with all the deacons in the Christian churches, with all the men in the Christian churches, is that I'm going to make the money, I'm going to take care of my family, and I'm going to cheat. All these ministers, they do that, and these wives stick by them.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right.
It's
And that's
not
the
right,
problem.
but that she's
That's
with-
the problem. Christianity.
That's what we're saying.
Right.
We're saying it's a problem.
The problem is that Pat Robertson, you gave this woman some horrible advice. Your
did.
whatever
But he'll give it
theology
again.
you're doing,
He
you
did.
should be flawed.
And he's
And
advising
with the
people
will.
every day.
And
He
it's
is- he is
sad.
a
If
whole
that's the advice that
congregation
you're giving people, because let me tell you
leader.
something, honey, my grandmother always taught me what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
And
So
on
if
that note, I know.
because if she went
Yeah.
out and had her little affair,
Yeah.
then I would expect you to give, hey, she's a
And
woman.
on the bottom
Well,
line,
wait,
he
we
gave
got
his
to stop.
perspective
Yeah.
and not
We
the
got to
Christian
stop.
perspective.
That's
He
right.
cannot speak for the
We
entire
could
body
talk
of Christ
forever,
today.
but we have
We
to
can't.
go. It's
Well, he
over
is.
already.
He
It's
is
over
the
already.
representation
So
of
But
this
it's
is going to
not.
keep
So
going.
you
Thank
can't
you
say
so
it's
much for
different.
watching
It's
DeMartez
over
Presents
the
COEDS.
700
We'll
Club,
keep this
and you're
going.
watching
I
him
love
with
it.
Ronald
We'll
Ford.
see
He
you
even said that. We
next
said
time
Club,
on
there's like
DeMartez
a
Presents
But that doesn't
COEDS.
make
We'll
him
be
a
off
good
next
leader.
Monday.
I'm not
It's
saying
Memorial
he's a
Day.
good leader,
Bye.
But he is